and welcome to today's video. Let's talk about IVF and surrogacy. Oftentimes people have chatted me asking me questions about, can I talk about IVF and surrogacy? What's the implication and all that? Why do people consider it? I'm here today to share the reasons why I believe that people consider IVF via surrogacy. Hi, my name is Tina. So I'm a public health personnel and I'm a proud mom of 3 lovely kids, and I conceived them through IVF. Hence, I'm sharing this content around IVF and surrogacy today. So in case if you haven't subscribed to this channel, you're coming across my face for the first time, please consider clicking on the red subscribe button and join this family. Turn on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you get notified. So the first thing I'm going to share today is more like the reason, the perspective, the myths people feel, or the reasons why people think they should go for surrogacy and IVF. What is IVF? IVF simply means in vitro fertilization. This is a procedure that helps individuals or couples to get pregnant, to procreate, to bring up a child, their biological child, into the world. Okay. And surrogacy here means that there are different reasons, challenges that can hinder one, either of the partner, to be able to procreate, and hence they have to use a surrogate person. Let's talk about it. The first reason is for cosmetic reason. Let's not rule that out. Someone like, we know a lot of celebrities who have used surrogate person, unknown, surrogate person. I'm going to share why it should be unknown. Okay, use surrogate person for procreation. Someone like Cristiano Ronaldo is an international world footballer that is known. We know that he had kids through surrogate person for whatever be the reason, but prospectively people are looking at it for cosmetic reason. They want their partner to continue having the flat tummy and all that. Another reason is for the fact that some individuals are not married but they want to procreate. Someone like Iniedo is a Nigerian filmmaker, and is a celebrity in Nigeria. Last time welcomed her baby, people gave her trolls. Why is this and that? No, we know she was married, but right now she isn't married and decided to procreate through her own egg using a surrogate person. I know some person may like ask, why didn't she just conceive the pregnancy? But how would it have been if she wanted to maintain that shape and figure? So these are one of the reasons why people use a surrogate person through IVF. Another vital reason, which is health related, is age. There is an age a woman will get, she will not be able to conceive naturally or even through IVF. Most times in that situation, if you go to IVF clinic, they will tell you, like I had a chat with the IVF physician some time ago. He's still here on this channel. You can check them out. He said if you are above 55, I think she said 55, they cannot conduct an IVF session with you. And in that case, if you still want to procreate, what would you do? Mostly if you want to give birth to a child for your husband, is to use a surrogate person. So age plays a huge role when trying to conceive and when trying to procreate. Okay, another reason why people consider surrogate is for same-sex marriage. In Africa here, it has not been legalized, but I know in some countries it's legal for either the male factors or the female factors to be able to procreate using a surrogate person. I know the female may say, okay, why not use a donor sperm and be able to procreate while the woman figure carries the pregnancy. But in most cases, they want to enjoy their life, they want to live their life, hence they will prefer to pay a surrogate person to bear the child for them. There are other reasons, even for that amount, they will have to pay a surrogate person in order for them to procreate with their biological sperm and have their own baby. Okay. Another vital reason why people consider surrogacy is when adoption is no longer in place. We often hear people try to conceive for 10 years, 20 years. They probably may have not been diagnosed with any medical reason why they cannot conceive. Maybe that's why they were trying. But in that case, instead of considering adoption, they now have to try to use a surrogate person. And in some countries, I know that adoption is very, very time consuming. You can wait 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and if you have the money to pay a surrogate person and you want the child to be yours, like biologically yours, why not consider IVF and surrogacy? And that's why people consider surrogacy. So adoption, when adoption is not an option, is another reason why people go for surrogacy. Another reason is for physical challenge. Some people are physically challenged, either hereditary or they are deformed and cannot be able to conceive or carry pregnancy. In that situation, they can equally use their egg or use their sperm, like hysteroscopy. Some people go for hysteroscopy, and at the long run they have a congenital issue that cannot be reversed, and in that situation they are left with no option but to go for a surrogate person, pay the person, have your own biological child. Another reason why people use a surrogate person is for past trauma. Like some cases, people have had this, they are traumatized, they have had this experience with pregnancy or even delivery that failed. And I've heard of a situation, a woman got pregnant and she stayed in the hospital for 6 months, and after which she still lost the baby. So the trauma of staying at a place, getting pregnant and all that, they were like, I cannot take this again, for their mental well-being, and hence they have to use a surrogate person. Another reason is for some women who are unable to carry pregnancies to term. You find out that they have had conceptions, first, second, third, and most probably the third or fourth month they are always miscarrying. I've heard of a woman who have conceived 12 good times and none of them even stayed to term. So in situations like that, if diagnosed or not diagnosed, they are being advised to use a surrogate person if the resources there. Why am I emphasizing on the resources? Because I know what it means. I belong to a group where a woman shared and said, if you can play the role of a surrogate person and get paid 1 million naira, yes, 1 million naira, which is less than $3,000, that the person should opt. And people were like, for what? How can I stay in a place and for 9 months and I'm playing the role of a mother pregnant? What about the after effect? What if it's going to be a cesarean section and you're offering such a poor amount? So that's why I'm emphasizing on the finance, because you have to have at the back of your mind that you're going to pay these people in huge sum of money, and whatever be the outcome, it's not something they will have to bear. So now you know the reason. IVF and surrogacy are huge sum of money, but I must tell you that some people have the money and have the resources to go for it. So go for it, okay? Another reason, which is more like the vital reason why surrogacy is allowed, is for health reasons. A lot of things that can actually trigger or make couples not to be able to conceive, and one of them is tubal blockage. So if you have both tubes blocked and the sperm cannot pass through it, fertilization cannot take place, because it requires the sperm to pass through the tube in order to meet the egg for fertilization to take place. And in that case, it can result to using a surrogate person, okay? The next thing, even though the surrogate person is still via IVF, there are other conditions like elasticity of the uterus. If the elasticity of the uterus is weak, there is nothing the woman can do. That is to say, even if she conceives, the uterus cannot expand or contract, and the baby will not grow further or develop further. Hence, what's the essence of going through it? So they tend to use a surrogate person. Another reason, medical reason why people use a surrogate person is for an ectopic situation. Someone who had conceived first or conceived twice and had the ectopic pregnancy, and which resulted in cutting off the tube. What would the person do if not to use a surrogate person? I think the final point I'll have to drop here is medications. Yeah, even going through IVF, there are a lot of drugs, injections that you have to take. Yes, and we know that there is this contraindication or drug interactions with each other. So if a woman is maybe is suffering from one disease, one ailment, or one of these non-communicable diseases which cannot take care of the drugs for IVF or even the routine drugs while pregnant. Hence, the person will be advised to use a surrogate person. Okay, so these are the reasons I believe IVF and surrogacy is allowed and should be allowed. So if you are having this misconception of it is not right, I hope you get this whole thing clear. Before you judge, get to know the details. Why are these people taking this decision? And so that you stay off any judgment. Okay, thank you so much. If this content is beneficial to you, like, okay, one of the points I've forgotten to mention here is weight. There are some people that are so highly obese that cannot manage their weight, and because of their weight they cannot conceive. Those people are left with the option of surrogate person. Because why did I remember this? Somebody challenged me and told me her weight. I advised her, one of the first things you should do for yourself is to go, it's not magic. Where I used, the clinic I used did not do anything magical. They still told me to go and shed off some weight when it was necessary. You need to go and tune down your weight. Make sure your BMI is within the range. If you don't know how to calculate your BMI, I have the video here on my channel. Calculate your BMI. If it's above 18.5 or if it's below 18.5 or 29.9, then you have to work on your weight, reduce it drastically through diet, exercise, and all the things that you need to do to shed off some weight in order to stand the chance of conceiving. This is one of the main reasons why people are not conceiving these days in our society, and they are running straight up to using a surrogate person. Thank you so much. If this content I shared today has been beneficial, if it has taught you something, please share with your friends and loved ones. And if you haven't subscribed up until this time, please consider clicking on the red subscribe button and join this family. Turn on the notification bell so that whenever I upload any video, you get notified. And at the same time, give this video a thumbs up. Give this video a thumbs up. Until I come your way next time, thank you. Stay blessed.